I smile every time I watch that. What's up, guys? It's Seth. It is 10 p.m. Time for the happy hour with Seth. I did something with the lights. I don't know what I did exactly. I tried moving the chair so I don't have the bar pressed against my back, and clearly the lighting I screwed up. But I do have the plasma thing behind me and the lava lamp. I don't get why lava lamps went out. I feel like the lava lamp is a should be a staple. Like it should be in every house. Maybe if I move under the light here, I'm like I didn't shut AOL. So you are gonna hear, and don't make fun of AOL. You are gonna hear the occasional ding ding, which is me getting email. I also had a few thoughts um, as the intro was playing. That is an original composition. It's called Just the Tip. And one day I'll sing it, and then everyone could be horrified. But this is like when you see cards in my hands, this is what it is. It's just the ramblings of a lunatic, seemingly a harmless lunatic, but a lunatic. So the shadows are freaking me out, but I think that there's a glow, and I have to remember to ask about bathing suits and men's bathing suits specifically. I'm just gonna keep fucking with these lights. No, I'm done with them. So tonight is a historic event. Many podcasts, I'm gonna tell you a secret, so I'm gonna lean in. Many podcasts don't make it to the 10th show. Understandable. I have staying power, and so does my show. Anyway, so this is exciting. This is very exciting. We're gonna talk a little New York Mets, um, and then some more New York Mets. You will get a taste of what it's like to go to go to a game with me. It's uh, I mean, for me, it's normal. For everyone around me, it's like an experience. I don't get it. And again, my apologies for the lights. It's just wackiness. Oh, that's, that's better. That's better. Look, bird, look, doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. So, we're going to talk about the Knicks. I don't know what's happening right now in the game. I was going to put it on the TV. Bad idea for moi because of the attention span thing. And if the game's on, I'll completely forget about this and I'll watch the game. Um, the bulk of the show is going to be probably the Met game, but also filthy jokes. You know, filthy. Some are tasteless, some are crude, some are cringeworthy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle them in. I'm all about sprinkling. I'm going to sprinkle it in. And this way, it's almost like conversation. So it won't be like, oh my God, he's the devil. Instead, it'll be spread out and it'll be like, wow, he's fucked up. Wow. Who thinks of these things? The other thing, and again, I'm no comedian by any means. I'm no comedian, but I feel like if someone tells a joke and you're not sure if it's a joke or if it's, uh, are they conveying a story? Like, when he said his doctor told him to stop masturbating and he said, why? And the doctor said, because I'm trying to examine you. I think people think, wow, I bet that happened. And that's the blurry line between like I guess between fiction and nonfiction, if I fancy myself to be a creative type. Um, I do want to mention the cards. Uh, I do want to mention the cards. I have one storage story that's kind of fucked up, and I'm not telling it uh, as like a self-serving story, but I'm curious what people think because I thought it was fucked up. I also have a online dating story um, that had a happy ending. So, life is weird. Life is weird. There's a new pope. You will see, in some of the Mets footage, the new pope. I think he's playing second base for the Pirates, not really. But the cue cards, 2 people come to mind. Dave Letterman, and he used blue ones, and I think they were this size, whatever size this is. It's not 3 by 5, it's not 4 by 6. I'm gonna go 8 by, maybe it's 5 by 8. Who gives a shit? Letterman used blue ones. No one said a word. The other one that comes to mind is Karnak the Great. When he would put it up to his head and give some obscure answer. I don't have Ed McMahon next to me, although that would be fucking awesome. I thought about a second banana. I thought about cousin Brian. I thought about Stan the Man. Um, but I can't decide. Then I thought about, like, what's the show I'm thinking of? Bob Barker. The Price is Wrong, bitch. Um, Happy Gilmore. The Price is Right. The Price is Right. And Bob Barker had cards, but Bob Barker had stunning ladies. Stunning. All over the place. Let's have Carol Merrill show us what's in that fucking box. Let's have whoever, Mary Tittiesworth, show us what's behind the curtain. I might be mixing up Monty Hall, Let's Make a Deal. And that I always think of The Odd Couple when Oscar and Felix are dressed as a horse. So these cards basically don't do shit for me because they're supposed to kind of keep me laser focused. But the other people, the other famous hosts, and I could really drop these on the floor. I have Bob Barker written down. There's another dude named Seth who has a late night show. I don't know anything about him. Craig Ferguson, funny dude. I never watched it when it was on the air, and I hope it's not. I mean, I don't hope it's not still on the air, but I don't think it's still on the air. I never watched it. It comes up in my Facebook feed constantly, and when I see attractive women on the show and his reaction to them, behavior towards them, he's awesome. He's awesome. That noise must have been the dehumidifier. Yeah, behind the bar. So Craig Ferguson, you can't see the Mets light. I'm looking in the Bud Light chalkboard, and I shined a Mets light on it. Steve Allen, before my time. Cards, so I'm told. Mike Douglas, cards. So I'm carrying on a tradition. There's also guys like with the Red Sox, Morton Downey Jr., Richard Bay, huge influence. He also used cards. Joe Franklin didn't use cards. I think he might still be on the air. If anyone knows if Joe Franklin's on the air, let me know. But where do you start when you have an action-packed agenda? It could be, you know what I'd like to start with? Some of my notes from right before, during the credits, not the credits, during the intro. I'm looking for bathing suits for the cruise. I'm also fat. So I'm like looking at bathing suits, and they're very like, I don't know, men's bathing suits are either a Speedo that's, grabbing your junk and just putting it out there. I don't want that. Mostly because I'm not trying to torture people. I'm just trying to wear a bathing suit. So there's like the boxer style. There's the surfer ones that for most people would go to their like above the knee. That's like my fucking calf. I'm not the tallest. So I mean, I'm average height. I'm probably above average height. For a dwarf, I'm fucking huge. But so I was thinking that like women can get bras that are padded, bras that push everything up and out, called a push-up bra. I learned that in show prep. But there's nothing that like a man doesn't get padded drawers like hey that pushes your junk front and center or a push-up cock. I don't even know what you'd call it, but they don't make it. At least not where I shop. It doesn't carry it, and I shop at the finest establishment. I buy everything from Amazon. Usually, I'm sitting on my toilet or lying in bed, and I'll be like, "Oh, I need," or I'll see a commercial for something, and they'll be like, "Oh, this pill will give you great memory," and I'm like, "Oh, I have shitty memory. I'm gonna buy the pill." "Oh, look, it's $40. I bet I could do better on Amazon." And usually I do. And then I subscribe and save for whatever this is that I don't need. Like those memory pills, the Aberwambi watch. Wow. Those those are just on reorder. So they show up. Toilet paper shows up. Paper towel cups, paper plates, paper napkins, peanut butter filled pretzels. All of the most important shit shows up. So, and sometimes Amazon just knows. We've talked about this. They're like, oh, Seth needs deodorant. And it shows up at the house. And I'm like, oh, good thing deodorant's here. So, but what's with those? What's with seriously the bathing suit selection on Amazon? And then there's a bunch of shit that's for big and tall. Not me. The other thing that I do want to mention is that uh, I ordered a teleprompter to do away with these, and it arrived. And while I'm giving Amazon kudos, it arrived and clearly was fucking opened by someone and missing two essential parts. They're very good with refunds. So I ordered a different one. I have them all sitting right next to me, and I was going to take them out and show you. They're very impressive looking. And the teleprompter it'll be like I'm gazing into your eyes in some sort of weird, fucking uncomfortable. Why is he looking at me that way? Um, and that used to be my favorite joke that Liam told with Bangers and Mash. He would say, check us out on Facebook and follow us. We'll follow you too. We'll follow you home. Um, and that was my job in the band. Play a little drums and follow people home. So I am sweating down here. I'm schwitzing. I'm schwitzing. Um, so yeah, so the teleprompter, the second one was supposed to be here by 8:30 this morning. I'm like, I'm gonna load everything. I'm fucking psyched. And you can't use the software until you have the teleprompter and the remote and all that stuff. So this was delivered at 6:30 tonight. Uh, that didn't leave a lot of time. I'd have to type a script into the iPad. I'm not an iPad guy, so that sucks. Uh, but we're gonna start with some filthy, filthy jokes. You know what? Let's start with the Mets. Bobby, could we put on a video from the outstanding game? I would love that. Oh, I might have. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. I get very like excited, and the reaction's always the same. I hang out the window and I shoot video because it's what I do because I'm a grown up. So Bobby's going to put them on. I'll describe what's happening. And so this is kind of cool. Jesse is going to shoot the cannon. So we are by the Cadillac Club right now, and he's going to shoot the cannon into the apple and win like $1 million or whatever happens. But this is pretty cool. We're in the bowels of Citi Field, deep in the ass of Citi Field. We were deep in the ass of Citi Field. We got to, now I'm going to give the wrong name for her, but we got to pal around with the broadcast ladies, and they told me not to cross a certain point, and I walked over, and you'll see in a video, I'm bothering the pitchers. So they were not amused by me. I thought I was being charged. So some people say that the worst part of the game is leaving. However, if you're in a good parking spot, it's not so bad. Brian scored the spot. We gave the old ponytail guy a few bucks, and boom.
Yeah, hopefully we get it again.
So hopefully we get that spot again. Good night, Citi Field. Look at the crowd thinning out. Don't forget, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Shameless self-promotion. Like a whore. Unbelievable. So, so it's all about the spot. If you score the spot, that's great. And when we get to the photos part, you'll see where the spot was. You score the spot, the rest of the night is awesome. Awesome. So look at this. How are you? Oh my God. How am I going to eat that whole thing? Holy shit. That looks insane. Oh my God, look at this. Very excited. So excited. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm excited. All right, I'll talk to you all after I eat. I was so excited. And let me tell you something. The pastrami sandwich, it's cheaper than Ben's. $20. $20. And it was awesome. And I think the lady was amused by me or thought I was a douche. 50-50. Look at that. Is that unbelievable? Got your pickles. Got your pastrami. I'm very fucking excited for this. Very excited for this. You have a Topo hard seltzer. I should have known they would run out of pastrami as soon as I'm up. I'm next, and then I can have enough. However, the line behind me is getting... There's some people behind me. Wow. So, I don't know if you caught that, but at the same time that I said it on the video, I said it in person. Look at that. So, I'm nothing if not consistent. Amazing. Give you a quick view of the Cadillac Club. Let me turn this thing around. There are also some pitchers right here sitting in the bullpen. Yes, my eyes run everywhere. So you can see these guys. That's the Mets pitchers. Here's the Cadillac Club. And when I say it, I feel like I should say it like Tony Montana. It's a Cadillac. Hey, wait, there's Soto's behind. You can see his hiney. What's happening is, there it is. That's Soto. That's his hiney. Those are his ass cheeks. Here's one of the crack security guys. I say that because I saw him smoking crack, so he's the crack security. I'm going to scan the pictures again. It's pretty cool. You can see they're between me and glass. So, which is probably the wise move. This is pretty cool, man. It's very cool. Oh, Jesus, I didn't mean to do that. So a lot of this is amusing to me. I hope you guys find it amusing. I think it's hysterical. Hysterical. And I think now is what we went there for. I think now is Jesse shooting the cannon. I don't know if you caught that, but that was the fucking Pope. Look at this. The fucking Pope is at the Mets game. All right, so I don't know, and this will be a subject of a future show. What sport has the most attractive fan base? I used to say it was baseball. For a long time, I said it was baseball. Then I thought it was hockey, college fucking hockey. I thought it was hockey for a long time. But I think it's also very subjective. So, like, if you're into, let's say, Asian girls, then Citi Field is like Disney World. But if you, I mean, there's something for everyone, I feel like. Something for everyone is all I'm saying. All right, so I have trouble walking in a straight line because I can't walk behind slow fucking people. I don't know how much of this will be used, how much won't be used, but I don't know, for a sellout, it seems a little bit light in the crowd here. All right, we're coming up on the seats, so I should probably shut this so we don't have weirdos knowing where the seats are. Oh, this is a nice little setup right here, but no, that's not them. Get ready. Get ready. Look at this fucking guy. And I have my police escort. Very happy. Very happy. Excuse me? Yeah, so the cop stands behind me so close that, I mean, I feel safe, but I feel weird, like he's really close to me. So then I worry, like, did I put on cologne? Did I not put on cologne? What if the tag is sticking out of my shirt? He's going to see what size shirt it is. All kinds of weirdness goes through my mind. And every time I get up for food, which is a lot, the cop, I ask him if he wants anything, and he always says no. So this is when we pull up at the stadium, and if it looks like we're parked in a bizarre place, it's because we are. Brian said to the ponytail guy, "Hey, can we put it on the grass?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I don't care." So we did. And if I tell you, that makes the exit so easy. It's all about the shoes. I know I say that constantly. With the Knicks and the Mets, fortunately, I like teams that have the same colors. Makes it easy peasy, but it's all about the shoes. And there it is, sitting on the lawn. Some enterprising guy pulled in behind us. You can kind of see that white little caddy. And I said, man, that guy is good. Like, that's a good spot. We were in the best spot in the house. Not even a question. There's Brian looking very serious for a moment. He was probably contemplating what I'm going to do that will embarrass everyone the most. That's usually the thought process for everyone except me. Except me. I could give a shit. I tried to grab that mask and put it on, and I told the guy that I forgot my medication at home. So I do that a lot with my tongue. I'm not sure if it's a Gene Simmons thing. I don't know. There's Mrs. Met. Insert your own joke. It's Mrs. Met. I think I have one. There's Mr. Met dressed as some kind of weirdo. He's dressed up as like Caesar. Maybe it was Halloween. And I do see him crying in the background. This is on the way down to the field to the cannon, and it really is cool. You take the shot, shoot your shot, and you get it in. You win big money. Got to be in the hundreds. And there she is, the voice. Well, not the voice of the Mets. The voice, I'd say, the voice of the fans. She's standing with some fat guy, some fat old guy. So she is a sweetheart, lovely, lovely woman. Everyone agrees on that. And it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And look at this, like a fucking boy band, like a boy band. I don't even know what I would call us, but we're like a boy band. And I think I have a close up of Brian's necklace, not in a weird way. Someone told me, there it is. There it is. That's pretty cool. Someone told me when I say not in a weird way, I make it weird by saying not in a weird way. That makes sense. I don't care. And this was the long view of the Cadillac Club. So I feel like because I drive a Cadillac, I should get to go there and hang out. But there's the cannon. So they give you 10 minutes of instructions, and then when he gets out there, they say, don't touch anything. But they had just told him how to aim it and shoot it and all this other shit. Don't touch anything. He's like, all right. More Cadillac stuff. That's the stretched emblem. Mine is not as wide. And we're back to square one with the spot. Those ladies didn't find me amusing. I think there's one more vid or two, but there's one of the cannon shooting, and they kept telling me to please stand to the side. I feel like
Citi Field, you get down. It's my favorite part. I'm here with DJ Webstar. So are you ready for the T-shirt? Oh, let's go!
Wow, she has some on. Oh, rock around the right on time. I'm going to play some blues, boys. Rock around the right on time. Tricky. Tricky. How is it?
Best day, your worst day, from Tuesday, your birthday.
Stop taking with the boys.
Now let me tell you why. You got hair in your mouth. You got hair in your mouth. Sing with somebody.
We gotta get everyone singing. Like the door, like my girl.
Yeah, but it's even better than a waffle mother.
Why do we ever stop?
knew her. Back to our broadcast.
All the chicken eggs.
I need these kicks.
Also, I'm like shouting. So also, at the game, there was new jackets that say New York or nowhere. Very pessimistic. Very pessimistic. I don't get it. However, it's new merchandise. So I can't believe I didn't have the video of the actual shooting uh, of the cannon. So weird. But you know what? In fairness, I sent him 100 fucking videos, sent him 50 pictures. So now we are going to go. Oh, here's another weird thing. So we needed a bottle opener, and Angela from Go Go Granny Racing brought this back from somewhere uh, for the bar. People get uncomfortable when they say you have an opener, and I hand it to them, and they get all like, "What? He just handed me a wooden penis." So, but I'm not going to hand them my penis. I'm thinking that I love these. I love these. I wish everyone watching could have been at the game with me. I think it would have been fantastic. But alas, you'll be on the cruise with me. So it doesn't matter. You'll be on the cruise with me. You know what just hit me? And I wrote it on a card, and I'll probably find it after the show. I think I should be standing behind the bar. And then when guests come, they're sitting at the bar. But I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. You know what? So I don't forget, maybe we should do the sponsors now. You guys could see I follow a very strict schedule, and I feel like going into the show, I always say to Bobby, don't worry, I have everything planned. I have everything planned. I have all the cards. And then I ignore them. Larry Scott Pro Gear. Right now, if you're looking for drums, he has a DW 6-piece kit in a light purple sparkle finish. Set's like 10 grand new. I think he wants 3 grand. That's 70% off. You should grab it. Always has good deals. Guitars. My new favorite Electro Voice microphone is from Larry, from Larry. And I love it. I love the microphone. Absolutely love it. So, you know, and he'll work with you. He'll give you suggestions, recommendations. Did I mention he has the greatest dog in the world, Lucy? She's a sweetie. So there's also, I mentioned Angela from Go Go Granny Racing. Go Go Granny Racing, she knows everything about horses. And I'm going to have her on because her mare just gave birth very recently. There's video of it. And, you know, I mean, it's an interesting video. I'd like to see video of the conception. That would be weird also. Although I heard the father is hung like a horse. There is also my favorite, all American burger. So if you're anywhere on Long Island, Massapequa is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. You really should go. You could grab burgers, and then right across the parking lot is Marshall's ice cream. I haven't been there in like 2 or 3 days just because I've been super busy, but I always assume they think I'm dead when they don't see me for 2 days. They must be like, "Oh, he's either dead or in jail," is my assumption. And I think it's a fair assumption. So, those guys are all great sponsors. Support all local business. That's the way to do it. Uh, I want to get back to sprinkling some filth. I'd like to sprinkle some filth. I'm trying to remember, I could say all kinds of jokes because I'm Jewish. I date uh, Asian girls. I'm black from the waist to the knees. And I'm an ordained minister. I'm also a mental case, so I could joke about that. Uh, and I'm a perv, so I feel like it encompasses a lot of stuff. With that said, uh, I don't give a shit what your thing is. I don't judge what your thing is. Whatever your thing is, it's your thing. If it's a goat, a dwarf, you know, involves food, which is fucking gross. Uh, I don't judge though. I kind of with the food thing, I kind of just did judge, but it is as long as no one gets hurt, unless their thing is to get hurt, then I feel like then it's a win-win and everyone's okay. But no matter how fucked up you are and how sick your thoughts are, uh, no, your wants, your needs, your desires, there are groups that have magazines, websites. So you think you're fucked up, but guess what? You're not alone. Uncle Pete used to say there's an ass for every seat. And he was right. There you go. Um, so I recently met a woman whose thing is she likes men to like her feet. She has nice feet. She's probably watching. She has nice feet. You know, and I was going to say, oh, a friend of mine met a woman, but I realized that when someone says their friend, everyone assumes it's them anyway. So I'm gonna have to reach over and get a beverage. I didn't plan this. Well, I did plan it. However, I left the beverage on the pool table. So, uh, so when I say my friend, it is my friend. When I say it's me, it is me. Maybe Bobby should put up Go Go Granny Racing so I could grab my beverage and then it doesn't look like I'm grabbing my beverage. But that's only if he's able to. Otherwise, let me grab it. I could grab it. That sounds perverse. Now you see in the cards. Oh, I'm hooked. Oh, look, Bobby did that. That worked. Uh, all right. I just whacked my face on the mic stand. Woo, that hurt. AOL, you've got mail. So a friend of mine, uh, like I said, one of my buddies is very into feet. If it was me, I'd own it. I'd say, "Oh, feet, ugh," because I own it. I don't really have, you know, besides not having a filter, I don't really have that feeling that oh, this is wrong or I shouldn't say it. I'm trying to think what it's called. I wrote it down in my notes, and now I don't see it. Oh, I have no shame. That's what it is. I have no shame, and I have no filter. Seriously, I've gone to places to get a little action that you shouldn't go to. And the quote, I'm thinking it might be for my tombstone, is that my dick has led me to places I wouldn't go to with a gun. And that's true. So again, I'm no comedian, but if you think that I say something and you're like, oh, that fits him, that could be it, then I feel like that's the point of the joke. That's what makes it hilarious. So, is it fiction? Is it nonfiction? Who knows? But what a better way to start off. And we have about 10 minutes of jokes before we go. But I do want to do that storage thing. So if you're looking for tasteless, priest and rabbi jokes are my go-to, because why not? So little boy is walking down the street and he walks by a priest and a rabbi, and the priest says, "Man, I'd like to fuck him." And the rabbi says, "Out of what?" And I kind of love that joke. I kind of love that. But there's another one that the priest and the rabbi are at the orphanage, and a fire breaks out. It's the middle of the night. The rabbi is there trying to cook the books, and the priest runs in and says, "We have a huge fire. Rabbi, we have a fire." So the rabbi says, "Grab all the money. Grab all the money." And the priest says, "What about the children?" The rabbi says, "Fuck the children." The priest says, "You think we have that kind of time?" So there you go. So I'll stop with those jokes because I've probably offended people. I don't care. Oh, my neighbor's kid. I almost forgot this happened. My neighbor's kid is standing on the lawn today crying hysterically. And Patrick Sullivan, he's adorable. I said, "What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong?" And he says, look, Mr. S, there's a dead squirrel." So I said, "Oh my God, should we call a priest?" And he says, this is no time for sex. So, oh, there you go. I do joke about everything. So I don't want to hear it. It's not mean spirited. It's just trying to get a laugh. Trying to get a laugh. So I already talked about the teleprompters, and I'm upset that I'm not using it. So I'll try it for next week. However, I will say I have thousands of these cards. So I'm not worried. I would like to wear contacts because I can't see shit now and I don't want to wear glasses because believe it or not, I'm vain about glasses. I'm fat, I'm gray, I'm old, and I don't want to wear glasses. It's kind of messed up. Um, so I'm trying to think about Carlos. Well, I'll tell you about my friend Steven first. So my friend Steven wanted a baby, so excited. He finds out his wife's pregnant, and the baby's born, and it's just I don't even know how to verbalize it. It's just like the top part. And him and his wife say it doesn't matter. We're gonna love this baby. We're gonna love this baby forever. And years go by and the baby turns 18. So the child turns 18. The father takes him to a bar to celebrate, and he puts him on the bar because he's just ahead. He puts him on the bar, and the father says, "Let's do a shot. Let's do a shot of Jack Daniels." See, I'm leading into that. What's over my shoulder? And so they do a shot, and with that, a torso pops out. Holy shit. The father says, "Let's do another shot. Let's do another shot." And with that, arms pop out. Holy smokes. Let's do another shot. With that, legs pop out. Everyone is stunned. Everyone is stunned. And with that, the boy runs out of the bar in excitement. And he runs and he gets hit by a bus. And the bartender says, "You see, he should have quit while he was ahead." So I think that's funny shit. Oh my God, what would have been my 34th anniversary just passed. It wasn't my anniversary because We're divorced for 12, 14 years. And those have been the happiest years of my life. Anyway, so I can remember it clear as day. My ex-wife, I don't want to say her name or I'll get in trouble for something. She used to hint like what she wants for gifts and shit. And I was in love and I was foolish and I'd get her whatever the fuck she wanted. However, towards the end, it wasn't that way. It was not that way. I didn't get her whatever she wanted. I can remember her saying to me, I want something shiny that goes from 0 to 150 in 3 seconds. I bought her a bathroom scale. So, that didn't help with the problems. But in all seriousness, I married my Mrs. Right. I didn't know her first name was Always. So, she was always right. Always. Even when she was wrong, she was still right. So, I had mentioned my friend Carlos earlier. It's kind of a fucked up story, but Carlos was cleaning his rifle and accidentally shot his wife. It was an accident. So he called 911 and he says, oh my God, I killed my wife. I killed my wife. They said, calm down, sir. First thing we have to make sure, can you make sure she's dead? Boom. Okay, now what? What's next? So that's all I'm saying is boom. Boom. Next week we're doing limericks. That just came to me. We're doing limericks. I won, and I might have told this story on air. I won a Playboy limerick contest when I was at Stony Brook. And I've heard people tell this limerick, it's my fucking limerick. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Limerick. Whatever. The headphones push my hair down and make it weird. So I'm just so thankful to have hair. I don't give a shit if it's weird. I would like the Phil Spector hairdo. That guy has some wacky hair. Phil Spectacle. So my limerick, I think that is right, limerick. There once was a man from Peru who fell asleep in his canoe. While dreaming of Venus, he played with his penis and woke up with hands full of goo. So as an 18-year-old, I was super fucking proud of that. I am still super fucking proud of that. I think it's fantastic. I do have to put on the glasses to see the clock. So, because my Knickerbocker clock shit the bed. It's from a storage unit. Oh, we still have a few minutes. And here I was concerned. The storage truths for this week. I had an incident where I picked up a unit in Freeport. The unit was filled with a kid's trophies, with a gentleman's trophies and photo albums with a stunning girlfriend. And I felt like it would be wrong. Let me see if I can find this kid's. It would be wrong to just toss everything and wrong to try and sell the stuff. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, hold on, here it is. I said, hey, just so you know, my boss won your storage unit at auction. He would like to give you the opportunity to take everything back at his cost. I feel like it was the right thing to do. The kid said to me, what is his cost? And I wrote back, just under $200, which is true. And the kid said, okay, I would meet you tomorrow if you can. And I said, yes. I went the next day to meet him. In the middle of the day, I loaded everything into my car, brought it to him, and he only had $100 on him. And he said, "You're here anyway. Can't I just look through and take what I want?" So I was like, "No, you can't do that." So the moral of the story is, uh, no good deed goes unpunished, I think is the saying. I can't remember if that's the saying. I think that is the saying. I'm falling apart, guys. My fucking eyes, no good deed goes unpunished. Um, Anyone else would have thrown this shit away. I gave the kid the opportunity to get it back for what I paid for it. And he said to me he has no interest. So I said, "Listen, I'm going to hold it for 48 hours. Let me know if you want it back." And I've pretty much every unit I've gotten, I've returned all the personal shit and a lot of stuff that was sellable, but it's more important to me that the people get their shit back. Bad business model, good human being model. So with that said, I fuck around a lot, and uh, I have a foul mouth. Foul mouth. That's where I should live. Foul mouth. Either foul mouth, Massachusetts, or my anus, Connecticut. Exit 5, my anus. But you know, you got to be a good person at the end of the day. I don't give a shit if you curse, if I'm not a fucking. I think I try to be a good person, is what I'm saying, and that's my request of you guys. I would love for you to check out Strong Island TV. Subscribe to Seth Rock One uh, on YouTube. I believe it's /@ Seth Rock One. Um, and give me a like. Give me a like. I'm a douchebag, but give me a like anyway. Check me out. Check out the Happy Hour with Seth on Facebook. And next week, I will let you know about Gypsy Felling gigs, about 90 Below gigs. Trying to think of all the people I'm going to be playing with. But I'll give you all the dates and all the times and all the websites. And it's just a week away. Have a great week, great rest of the week, a great weekend, everyone. Remember, thank you to Strong Island Studios. Thank you to Bobby Lacera. Thank you to my sponsors, Larry Scott, Angela, Go Granny Racing, All American Burger, and Marshall's Ice Cream. My new Harley Davidson shirt. I don't think it's flattering, but the light is so fucked up. I'm seeing all kinds of shadows and the weirdness with the hair tonight. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday.